Guess what, folks? Ragsdale's out for his third inning of work, and his first pitch to Melendez is fouled off and out of play. 7-0 Giants top the eighth. The next pitch, and that's chop foul, first base side 0-2. Melendez 1 for 3. He singled in the fourth. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike three, call at the knees. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I don't know if you can use that term when two of the pitches are foul balls. Anyway, 3 pitches, 1 out here in the top of the eighth inning. It is, as I mentioned, 7-0 Giants on a drop dead, gorgeous day here at Scottsdale Stadium. And yes, I'm in Yakima, but for the sake of this broadcast, we're pretending I'm in Scottsdale Stadium. So here's Jensen at the plate, and he takes a curve in the dirt for ball one. So much for an immaculate inning, which is striking out the side on 9 pitches for Ragsdale. 1-0, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball up the middle. Therefore, it is Koss, the shortstop. He will throw to first, 2 away. Some scores around the Cactus League. Reds leading the Diamondbacks over in Goodyear at 6-5. That game going to the bottom of the 5th. Cubs just a little down the road in Mesa at Sloan Park. They're leading the Mariners 7-6. That game going to the bottom of the 6th. The Royals are playing a split squad. Most of the regulars are at the ballpark they share with the Rangers. They're playing the Rangers today as the road team. They're trailing 5-3 in the top of the 9th. As Caglione, the first baseman, takes one in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the pitch, and that's low. 2 balls and no strikes. White Sox at Camelback Ranch leading the Dodgers 5-2. Those two teams split that ballpark. The White Sox, the home team today. The A's just up the road at Camelback Ranch, Salt River Fields at Talking Stick, leading the Rockies 8-1. And the pitch is swung and fouled off to the left. It's 2-1. The Padres over in Peoria leading the Guardians 6-2. That game in the top of the 7th. At Maryvale, Brewers trail the Angels 6-2. And in the top of the 4th at Hohokam and Mesa, the A's leading the Diamondbacks. No, that's the Vegas game. They're leading the Diamondbacks in Vegas 2-1, as that's high, 3-1. Vegas, where, at least as of right now, the A's are planning on starting to play in 2028. That is, if they can get that ballpark built on time, or really get that ballpark built at all, as that thing is far from a done deal. The 3-1, and there's a strike on the inside, and the count goes full to 3-2. So the 10th pitch of the inning for Ragsdale, the 52nd of the day overall. Ragsdale looks in from his abbreviated windup. Here's the payoff pitch, and a fastball down and in. He walked him. So Caglione extends the inning. And that'll bring up Groshans. Again, like all the starters out of the game. Jordan Groshans, who had a cup of coffee in 17 games with the Miami Marlins back in 2022. When I went to his MLB.com page, it had him in a Yankees uniform, or the picture of him in a Yankees uniform. As there's a strike at the knees, no balls and 1 strike. Jordan Groshans. And that's one of those minor league names wearing the number 76. I assume he's a big leaguer because he's got a name on the back of his, or a non-roster invite, I beg your pardon, in big league camp because he's got a name on the back of his jersey, but maybe some teams do it differently, as the 0-1 is a changeup swung and fouled out of play off to the right. The count's 0-2. 7-0 Giants, top of the 8th. Royals have a runner at first with 2 outs. Set by Ragsdale, the pitch, fastball high, 1-2. Ragsdale coming up on 3 innings of work. Man, this kid's having a good afternoon. Ragsdale sets at the letters and the pitch, and that's popped up off the fists, off to the right, could be in play. The catcher and the first baseman will give it a chase, but it is out of play. I think it bounces off the second row and then goes to the concourse. There's a concourse here at Scottsdale Stadium between 2 how shall you say, columns of seats. And the count stays at 1-2. 1-2 pitch, and that is a curve down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The catcher being Porter, the first baseman being Gerard Encarnacion. Is it Gerard or Gerard Encarnacion? Anyway, it's 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The set by the right-hander. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball up and in, 3-2. And with the count now full and a runner at first. Caglianoni. I can't say it. He'll be on the move on the next pitch. Here's the payoff. And that's up and in. He walked him. They'll check. I missed what the first base umpire did because we're watching on a computer screen. Nope, no swing. All right. Indeed, he walked him, and the Royals will have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and it looks like that will be it for Ragsdale. So, hey, not a bad day for Ragsdale. 2 2/3 innings. Though he did walk 4 guys. Anyway, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. The Royals have runners at first and second here in the top of the 8th inning. Giants lead at 7-0. We have 2 outs, and you're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. Alrighty, Stephen Ruderman back here at Scottsdale Stadium. It is 7-0 Giants with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Trying to figure out who the new pitcher is for the Giants. It is Diaz. And now we have a dude from minor league camp up from the Royals. We're trying to get all these names for you. It's spring training. Can get a little hectic. As the first pitch is a fastball down and inside for ball 1. A left-handed hitter. Miguel Diaz, a right-handed pitcher for the Giants. 1-0 this spring. Over 3 1/3 innings. He has a 5.40 ERA, and there's a fastball right down Broadway. It's 1-1 strike. And we know the guy's from minor league camp, the guy at the plate, because he has no name on the back of his jersey. Runners were teasing a bit. Fastball up and in. It's 2-1. The runners started and stopped. It's Carson Roccaforte, who's hitting for Kansas City. He will be 23 years old on the 29th. That's popped up off to the left. Could be in play, but it'll actually be well out of play. Again, I'm watching from watching on my computer as it bounces off the concourse into the bleachers down the left field line, and the count's now 2-2. 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that fastball is strike 3 call. Let's see if he will challenge it. Nope, he's going to argue, which means either the Royals are out of challenges, they're not using the ABS challenge system in this game, or he has challenges and forgot. Anyway, the Royals leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 7-0 Giants, and you're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. All right, bottom of the eighth inning on this drop dead, beautiful day at Scottsdale Stadium. Who's up for the Giants? Avila is back out for the Royals in his second inning of work, and the first pitch to Grant McCray is outside for ball one. 7-0 Giants, bottom of the eighth inning. Here's the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. It's either a cutter or a slider, and it's a ball and a strike. It was extremely hot. Oh, maybe not extremely hot. Extremely hot for spring training. The first week of games down here is that's a fastball outside. The catcher trying to drag it back into the zone because that's now how they teach it. 2 balls and 1 strike. And by extremely hot for spring training, I mean high 80s. But it's been more mild this week. There's been some rain. Of course, yesterday most of the games were canceled here in the Valley of the Sun due to rain as the 2-1 is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, 2-2. Next week, it's going to get kind of cold. We're going to have some highs in the 50s. The lineup, here's the 2-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a fastball chopped over to second. Charging's the second baseman. He will throw to first, and McCray beats it out. And that's how this inning gets started. So nice speed and hustle by McCray. We saw a bit of him in September of last year. In the first week of September, really made a lot of noise, but then went 0 for the next week, as I recall. But McCray's got some talent. This is going to be a big camp for the young man. Definitely fighting for a roster spot. One of the I don't know if I'd call it a surprise as there's a fastball high 1-0, but one of the interesting things to come out of camp is that the first 2 cuts here in camp, as David Villar takes a fastball high for ball 1, were Marco Luciano and Bryce Eldridge. Now, Luciano was the Giants' top prospect at one point, as there's a curve for a strike 1-1. And like Ramos has taken kind of a fall. He first came up a bit in 2023. We saw him last year, made 5 errors in 5 games. This was a big camp for him, and unfortunately, he's out not even 2 weeks into camp. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, 1-2, or actually the backstop, not the screen. The set, here's the pitch. And a curve just down and in, 2-2. The set, and here is the 2-2 pitch on its way. And there's a swing and a chopper over to third. Therefore, it's third baseman. Go to second for 1, over to first for 2, and that is a double play, and there are 2 down. Eldridge, meanwhile, had a great year at single A. Then was called up to double A at the beginning of September. He was pounding the ball at double A. Then they called him up to triple A, and we thought, hey, this guy is going to be in spring training. Maybe he'll be on the opening day roster. And he hit a home run in the Giants' first game 2 weeks ago in surprise. But look, he's young, facing big league pitching for the first time. That's outside 1-0 to Wade Meckler. It was sitting below 200, but not a big deal. Probably start in either double or triple A. And I think there is a good chance we could see him at some point later this year, as that's swung on and missed 1-1. But from what I'm hearing, people are saying, Dwayne Kuiper is saying this, that he has a sound off the bat that he has not heard since Barry Bonds. Here's the 1-1 pitch and a curve right down Broadway, 1-2. I actually started at Low A San Jose, played 51 games there. He had 263 at 331. And High A Eugene, as there's a fastball up and in, 2-2. Played 9 games in Double A, at 270 with 4 home runs, and then with the River Cats at 258 with 2 home runs. There's a swing and a ground ball pulled foul past the bag at first, and the count remains 2-2. Or what they call a ball dude. They don't call them ball dudes down here, but like the ones in San Francisco, they're old, and like the ones in San Francisco, they can't field. As the guy was unable to pick it up with his bare hand. It was slow. Pick it up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It gets away from the catcher. Check swing. Did he go? No. This is Scott Berry, the veteran umpire, down at third base, and the count goes full to 3-2. Oh, I love our ball dudes. And I'm just giving the guy a hard time. Full count. Avila looks in. He's from the belt. Actually, abbreviated windup again. Here's the payoff pitch. Slider down and in. Check swing. Did he go? No, says Scott Berry. And that's a 2-out walk for Wade Meckler. Let's see. Did he go? Very close. And I know they're working on a challenge system for check swings now. Gross. As Luis Matos is now at the plate. As there's a fastball inside, 1-0. Avila sets at the letter or at the belt. He sets both when he's pitching out of the windup and the stretch, similar to Ragsdale. And the 1-0 is tapped foul past the bag at third, 1-1. All right, let's see how the ball dude is down the left field line. The ball is stopped. Come on, hurry it up. He's going to flip it over the net down there, and the Royal fan, or I assume it's a Royal fan because he's wearing a blue short-sleeved thin sweatshirt, barehands it, and now Avila's going to get called for a pitch clock violation. That'll be ball 2, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Or was it 1-1? I lost. Yep, 2-1. I was right. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. That runner being Meckler. Here's the 2-1 to Matos. And a curve for a strike, and it's 2-2. 7-0 Giants. We're here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Matos hitting .308 this spring, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. I have no clue who these guys are for the Royals, so when a ball is hit on the ground or in the outfield, I'm just going to give the position. Chopper up the middle, and that's going to find its way into left center field for a base hit. Meckler will hold at second, and the Giants will have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the 8th. All right, need to charge my phone. Oh, I can. Here's how we'll do it here. My little makeshift broadcast room, broadcast booth. Nice piece of 2-out hitting by Matos. Matos is the kind of guy who likes to put the bat on the ball. He will take a nice even swing, which is what you're supposed to do with 2 strikes. Nice piece of hitting. So Gerard Encarnacion, remember the Giants saw him a bit last year. He'll be the hitter with 2-way, and I will pull up the Royals on defensively on my phone just so I can give you names on balls hit off the bat. And the first pitch to Encarnacion is a fastball on the inside for a called strike. Meckler at second. Matos at first. Encarnacion .360 this spring, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper foul down the third base line, and the count's 0-2. Avila sets just above the belt in the 0-2 pitch on its way to Encarnacion. Swinging a chopper, that is to third. Therefore, it's the third baseman. He'll spin and throw to first, and that will end the inning. So the Giants leave 2. We go to the 9th. They lead at 7-0, and you're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. All right. We go to the top of the ninth inning here at Scottsdale Stadium. The Giants lead the Royals 7-0. And we have a new pitcher for the Giants. We'll get it to you in a moment. It is Justin Garza. He's 0-1 this spring with a 10.80 ERA over 3 1/3 innings. He's walked 2, struck out 3. Again, his ERA 10.80. So Garza's first pitch to Cross is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Gavin Cross. And there's one in the dirt that almost hits him on the foot. It bounces to the backstop, and that evens the count. It's a ball and a strike. Cross, a left-handed hitter. The pitch, and that's swung on and missed. A fastball right down Broadway, and it's 1-2. Cross is 0 for 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Set by the right-hander. From the letters and the pitch, and a fastball swung on and fouled back off the end of the bat, just a little bit off to the left, and the count stays at 1-2. Garza sets at the letters. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and popped up. This will go out of play off to the left. Hey, Cross is having a good at bat, and it once again stays at 1-2. Here's the pitch. Popped up, off to the right and out of play. This is turning into a really good at bat, and once again, the count stays at 1-2. 7-0 Giants, top of the ninth inning. On an absolutely picture gorgeous day here at Scottsdale Stadium. The set and the 1-2, change up down and away, dropped by the catcher Porter, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Give Porter a mulligan on that one. Spring training. Games can get a little lazy late in the afternoon. Here's the 2-2 pitch on its way, and there's a swing and a high fly ball deep into right center field with Carey. Matos going back, and it's going to bounce up and off the wall. McCray will field the carom. Cross is heading for third. The throw will be late, and a great at bat results in a leadoff triple for Cross to lead off the top of the ninth. Cross fouled off, 3 or 4 pitches with 2 strikes? Battled it, and ends up on third base. Well done. And I think Cross is wearing number 75. The guy at the plate is also wearing number 75, and he takes a fastball just low for ball 1. Dickerson. Dustin Dickerson. He's from minor league camp, and he swings and fouls a fastball out of play off to the left. It's 1-1. Wearing the same number in the same game. That's something you can get away with in spring training, especially when one guy is a non-roster invite and the other is a guy from minor league camp. 1-1. Set by the right-hander. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's a swing and a high fly ball deep into left center field, but it should be playable. Underneath it is, I think that's Meckler. He's going to make the catch. Cross will tag and come in to score. That will put the Royals on the board, and it's 7-1. So Cross and Dickerson will get the heroes welcome in the Royals dugout as they will not get shut out today. All right, here now is Pineda. Jack Pineda, another guy from minor league camp, and he takes a strike. Pineda pinch ran for Massey, who is the starting second baseman in this game, and he takes a fastball just below the knees. It's a ball and a strike. So it's 7-1 Giants here in the top of the ninth inning, 1 out. Set by the right-hander. Here's the pitch, and a fastball at the knees. It's 1-2. Garza looks in, he sets. And the 1-2 pitch on its way. And there's a swing and a shot out into right center field. That is going to split the gap, though Matos will cut it off. He is going to round first and head for second. The throw will be late, and that's a double for Pineda. So Garza having a bit of a hard time here in the ninth inning. As I mentioned, his ERA was 10.80. And I'm sure it's even higher now. Let's see what it is. It's 12.27. All right, we got another guy from minor league camp at the plate. And the first pitch, it's Nevins, and he hits a high fly ball to right field. Matos is looking up, and this one's going to go for a home run. And all of a sudden, it's 7-3. Spencer Nevins. Nivens from minor league camp. It's a low-hanging line drive home run. And the Royals have scored 3 runs now here in the top of the ninth. Got a fastball on the low inside corner. Not trying to do too much. Kind of what looked like a 2-strike emergency swing, even though it was the first pitch of the at-bat. Just put the ball on the bat on the right spot of the ball, and with the thin desert air, that ball went out in a hurry. So Hayes is the pinch hitter. It's Kyle Hayes, and he swings and misses for strike 1, the 0-1. And that's a fastball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. We have action in the Giants bullpen. I'm trying to see who that is. Garza sets from the letters. And the 1-1 pitch on its way to Hayes. And a strike. Top of the zone on the inside. It's 1-2. Hayes calls time and steps out. This is the 3rd year of the pace of play rules, the pitch clock, the pickoff limit, and the timeout rule. Batters get 1 timeout per at bat. That's the one pace of play rule I'm happy with. And there's a swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball right down the pipe, 2 away. So the second out of the inning, the 20th pitch for Garza here in the 9th. And I'll bring up the catcher, Carter Jensen. Garza sets, and the first pitch on its way, and that's inside for ball 1. The pitch, fastball at the knees, 1-1. Garza working very quickly, and the 1-1's a fastball low. It's 2-1. It's up by the right-hander, the 2-1 on its way, and that's outside, 3-1. This is the quickest I've ever seen a pitcher work. 3 balls, 1 strike. Giants lead at 7-3 with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Nobody on for the Royals. The pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit high into left field. Coming over is Meckler. He's camped underneath it. He makes the catch, and that's the ball game. So the Giants defeat the Royals, and for in what not sure if anyone notices was a 2014 World Series rematch by a final of 7-3. Mike Yastrzemski hit his 3rd home run of the spring. Matt Chapman hit his 4th of the spring. And David Villar, he got in on the fun with an opposite field home run in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Giants beat the Royals by a final of 7-3. So 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Royals. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Giants. I'm trying to get the time of the game. The time of the game, 2 hours and 29 minutes in front of a crowd of 10,778, 10778 here at Scottsdale Stadium. I assume it was a sellout. Anyway, the Giants will have a split squad tomorrow that will not be televised. I don't know if the other one will be. The Giants will host the Padres here at Scottsdale Stadium, and then they'll go down the road to Sloan Park to take on the Cubbies. Jordan Hicks will get the start for the Giants in the game here at Scottsdale against the Padres, and Landon Roop, will get the start for the Cubs, for the Giants against the Cubs down in Mesa. The Cubs will be televising that game, so maybe if I'm up for it, I'll provide a little bit of play-by-play. If you want to listen on KNBR, they will be broadcasting the Giants-Padres game here from Scottsdale Stadium. I'm Stephen Rubin. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Thanks for listening. Giants win at 7-3, and you've been listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. Have a good day, folks. I'll talk to you soon.